Hey there YouTubers, this is Chaitanya and welcome to my channel Nature Design. It's been a long time that I haven't uploaded a new video, but I was busy in making a new project for you guys. This will be a huge project, and yes, this is the uh, bird house or the bird's nest which I have prepared for this project. Let's talk about how I made this bird's nest. I used thermocol for the inner side. I designed it the way the nest it is, and just I wind it up with the brass wires, the winding wires to it, and that's it. And I have also prepared this pond for this particular project. The way I have prepared this pond is I made it with the help of thermocol, and I then painted it with acrylic color. Even the fish in the ponds are been painted with the help of acrylic color. And this is the slimy clay. I'm using this slimy clay to just give it a look that the pond is having water inside, and this is just an experiment and I hope this works very well. And this is how the pond looks after I have finished putting the slimy clay or slimy gel on it. I think the pond has got its natural look and it actually looks like a water pond. Please let me know in the comment box what do you think about it. For this particular project, I'll be using charcoal as a false bottom and mosquito mesh to avoid substrate from falling into the false bottom. And for substrate, I'll be using a mixture of coco peat, dry moss, and sand or soil. So let's get started. Charcoal, the false bottom. Then the mosquito mesh to avoid the substrate from falling into the false bottom. Now comes the substrate. I'll be putting a small layer of substrate and then I'm going to place the pond first just to create the level of the substrate. Yes. And of course, I'll be using some local rocks. The rocks will actually give a good look to the pond. As I said, I'll be adding more substrate behind the rock, and the reason adding the substrate was I just wanted to plant this ficus plant. I've already attached the bird's nest to the ficus plant. As I have not described you that what kind of plants I'll be using in this project, but the thing is there were plenty of plants in the options, and that's the reason I'll be telling you simultaneously whenever I plant a plant, I'll be telling you the name of the plant. These two plants are the same ficus, and I have attached the bird's nest to the plant, giving it a look of a tree beside the pond. Now I am placing few cuttings of dwarf baby tears. This is a kind of seed box plant. I'll be placing it one in the pond. That's the reason I have kept a small hole in the pond so that the roots can reach below down there in the substrate. And this was peperomia. This is another kind of seed box plant. This is the grass plant. This actually does really good. And yes, this is a new added plant. This is these two plants are white and red polka dots plant. I am spraying some water to keep it hydrated. Now I'm placing some moss in between. Even this one is an experiment. This is the aquatic species of the plants, the floating plants, which I have placed in the pond, that may live or that might not live in the pond. And now it's time to add the springtails, the cleanup crew. As the substrate was having plenty of springtails inside, so I just added few of them. I'll be surely making a video to give the description of springtails, how they work, why they are called cleanup crew, and how to create a culture of springtails. And that's it. This is how it looks. But the only things that was like not fitting in the picture was the bird's nest. They were too much big as compared to the tree, so I decided to remove those nests and I replaced the nest with a smaller nest. And now you can see that I have replaced those bigger nest with the smaller nest, and I have also put up some eggs in it. These nests are also made up using copper wires, the copper winding wires, and I placed some moss on it. And the eggs are made up of water sealant. I really like the way the terrarium looks, and the nest is giving a different look to actually, because of the nest, the trees are actually looking like a bigger trees, and the rocks beside the pond, they have done their job, and it's looking natural. It's getting a natural look. So please let me know in the comment box that what do you think about it, and if you do like the video, or if you do like the tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, please go ahead and subscribe my channel, because there are plenty of unique and new projects coming up in the future. And if you don't want to miss any of these videos, please go ahead and subscribe the channel to help and support the channel to grow. So that's it for the day. See you next week. Bye bye.